When you live in one space for a while, you often accumulate a variety of items that makes your space feel cluttered, overwhelming, and sometimes burdensome. However, if you're not interested in minimalism or new ways to organize your space, I have 3 simple steps you can do to ensure that your home is light, happy, and free. Sound good? Stay tuned. I understand why minimalism has become so popular for many, but I like versatility. And while I love researching organizational hacks and systems, that can be a bit overwhelming at times. I find that when I do these 3 things regularly, it keeps my space conducive for creativity, free from being burdened, and a satisfying, peaceful space. If you use it, enjoy it, or your future self will look for it, then keep it. Let's start with our closets. If you wear them often and they still fit, and they're pretty much the color they were when you purchased them, then go ahead and keep it. Equipment. If you use it regularly, your laptop, your desktop, your printer, your lighting equipment, then keep it. If you use it seasonally, your lawn mower or your leaf blower, your snow blower, your garden equipment, then keep it. Or even if you use it every time you take a trip, like your camera or your sporting equipment and accessories, your swim gear and accessories, then keep it. Your storage solutions, if you rotate out your home decor or even your decorations, and you use them every time the season changes or that time of year comes for that particular item, like your heavier comforters in the wintertime, your lighter comforters in the springtime, or your seasonal decor for the harvest season or the spring season, Easter, things of that nature, then keep it. For sentimental things, if you find yourself actually looking at those photos or creating collages with those photos or being the person that everyone goes to for those photos or those sentimental items, then keep them. And this includes if you're the present holder of those dishes that were handed down from your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother and you actually use those dishes or those wonderful home decor items, then keep them. Donate it. I have a 2-year rule. If I haven't used it, worn it, or thought about it in 2 years, or if my future self has already forgotten about it, then I go ahead and donate it and I set my space free. Let's start with the closets. I probably don't like it anymore, or my style has changed in that area and I just haven't worn it. So if this is the case, then I go ahead and I get my collection together and I donate it. I drop it off. Try to do drop-offs twice a year so that my space can continue to be set free and not become burdensome or weighed down. Jackets accumulate, shoes accumulate. If you've already bought additional jackets or additional shoes to replace the other ones that you have, then set them free. If they're not good enough to donate, then wait till our next section and toss them in the trash. In either space, in either place, in either case, set your space free and let them go. Equipment. Office equipment, yard equipment, it has a tendency to run down. It has a life expectancy. And even if it still has life in it, your needs change. So if all you needed was a black and white printer and now you have a color printer, then set that perfectly good black and white printer free and donate it or give it to someone else who could use it. Maybe someone is starting a business. Maybe a school is in need or a church is in need. Or perhaps someone who now needs to work from home, they need the ability to print documents at home and a black and white printer will suffice their needs. Donate it. That lawn equipment or that yard equipment or the garden equipment. Why do you need 3 of the same garden utensil? You're only using 1 at a time. And if the other ones are no longer serving you, then let them go. Put it in a little gift basket for someone else who's starting gardening, and that can be their start and they can see if they like it, and it doesn't cost you much, but it's a gift that they appreciate and they can use. The fact is, if you haven't used it, then set your space free and donate it if it's still in good condition. And those sentimental things, that dress that was your daughter's favorite, or that sweater that your son looked so handsome in all the time. If you just can't bring yourself to part with it, find a creative use for it. True story. I had a quilt when I was younger, and it was made of a lot of the clothing that I had outgrown or outworn of my favorite clothing. And it was one of my favorite pieces that I had until even the quilt got worn and it had to ultimately be thrown away. So take their articles of clothing and get a quilt made, or find another creative use for it. Perhaps you know someone who can make a doll out of the materials from their clothes. Or if it's pictures, create a collage or have it put on canvas so that you can have it as a part of your home decor. There are many solutions that you can have that will free up the space, whether it's a crate, a box, or a tote that has this information or has these things in it waiting for someone to look at it. Go ahead and purge that space, and then you can use it for something else. Set the space free. If you haven't used it, if you haven't worn it, if you haven't thought about it, and your future self has probably already forgotten about it, and it's in good condition, then go ahead and donate it. Set your space free. Your closets, your office, your yard, your shed, your storage containers will all be set free. Toss it. If I had forgotten about it and I came across it while I was cleaning up or something, or I find myself moving it from one side of the room to another side of the room because I'm going to get to it later, and I realize that later has never come and it hasn't come yet, then I go ahead and I toss it. Yes, even house clothes have an expiration date. You know, those clothes that you wear around the house because you're cleaning or you're washing your car or you're doing yard work. Those ones that already kind of have stains in them that won't come out, but they still serve your purpose of doing that yard work or painting that room or something like that. Even they have an expiration date. When your t-shirt has 5, 7, 8 extra holes in it, or one hole that is so big that it's like, what's the purpose of the t-shirt? Unless you plan on DIYing that t-shirt into some other project, or you have another use for that, go ahead and toss it. I'm sure that there is something else that you can downgrade to the pile for your house clothes. True story. I had a pair of tennis shoes that were specifically for washing the car and doing the grass. They had permanent grass stains in them and everything. I was washing the car this particular day, and I went to come in the house to get my change so that I could go and vacuum out my car, and I thought I was stepping on something. I looked down and the sole of the shoe has separated from the bottom of the shoe. Yes, I tossed them. No, I did not look for the hot glue. No, I did not look for the crazy glue or the gorilla glue. I tossed those shoes. They had served their purpose. Toss them. I set my space free, and now that shoe container has another pair of shoes in them. Didn't have to go out and buy another pair. I just used another old pair of tennis shoes and I downgraded them. Shoes that I was not wearing a lot, but that I had downgraded, and now those shoes are specifically for washing the car and doing things around the yard. Equipment. Now, you know it's broken, and it's been broken for 4, 5, 12 years, and you haven't gotten it fixed yet. Yeah, you hear me. Go ahead and toss it. Set the space free. Your space will love you. Go ahead and set your space free. It's okay. You've already replaced it probably a couple times over, and apparently you're not going to fix it yourself, nor are you going to get someone else to fix it. So why are you holding on to it? Toss it. Just go ahead and toss it and set your space free so that your space can breathe a little more easier. For those essentials. Okay, let's talk about the kitchen pantry. Now, you know ketchup is not supposed to be that color. Okay. You know steak sauce is not supposed to be that dark, right? Nor is it supposed to be that clumpy. Please check the expiration date on those items in your pantry. It is unhealthy for you to even consume those things, and they're taking up space in your pantry. Please let them go. And those medicines, don't wait until you have a migraine and you're trying to figure out why the 2 Excedrin that you took 3 hours ago haven't kicked in yet. And then you look at the bottle and find that they expired last year. Well, that's why they're not working. Let's do these things on a regular basis to set your space free. Set your medicine cabinets free, set your pantry free, and check these items. Be sure to stay up on that so that you're not using outdated items that can't be safe to consume. It has an expiration date for a reason. Toss it, set your space free. If you practice these things every so often, you will find that your space will have so much more tranquility and your house will feel lighter. The walls will not cave in on you. It will not feel burdensome and heavy, nor will it feel overwhelming. And your space will be a satisfying, tranquil space for you to enjoy every day, as you should. How often will you practice these and other habits to set your house free? Leave a message in the comment below and let me know where you will start. Will you start with your donate pile or your toss pile? I hope this video has inspired you to set your home free for your creativity, tranquility, and your peace of mind. Comment below which one is the most difficult for you so we can continue the conversation. Be intentional about what's usable, what's valuable, and what has served its purpose so your home continues to be a place that is free, light, and happy. Please like, share this video with a friend, and subscribe for more videos on encouragement, leadership, and success.